Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the tier 7 Polish destroyer, the Blyskawica. This is a match on the map Land of Fire and it is a ranked battle. From some time ago, not like today, because today I actually got Concealment Expert and my build is completely different. Anyways, I got my internet back again. I just hope I don't jinx myself again with saying this because yesterday when I mentioned it in the video that I got my internet back, an hour after the video went live, I lost my internet again. And it happened during a game, so I had to swap to my phone's internet quickly. It was actually even a ranked battle, so things were pretty bad. Luckily though, a friendly DD came by and gave me a smokescreen and then I came back and it was fine. Anyways, this is a match that shows something important. That the slightest thing can win you the game. Notice how we are already capping, and well, the enemies are also capping, but we are slightly ahead in capping. This means that our points will take first. Also, I just take shots at that cruiser for two reasons. One is that if I can fire until 11.1 kilometers and still stay undetected. What this means is that if I fire my guns while the cruiser is further away than at 11.1 kilometers, I will know if there is a DD coming also. And that can give us plenty of opportunity to, well, react to that. Anyways, now I got a bit closer, but I knew that I would be getting behind an island, so it was okay. So I'm gonna switch targets. I am still visible though, which means there is a DD within 11.1 kilometers. But that's fine. I was actually up to rank 2 with 5 stars yesterday. And then I dropped down to rank 3 with 1 star. I think I lost like 8 battles in a row or something crazy like that at one point. I even had 2 games with AFKs. Like, straight up, a dude was just AFK. He never moved from the spawn until the end of the game. Really unfortunate. And I also saw some incredibly silly things, but usually I don't see like such poor behavior. But today there is actually that triple commander experience thing from the Grand Naval Battles that was left over. That's actually incredible. Like And with the 25,000 commander experience thing, I got like 80,000 commander experience in like 4 games or something. The biggest one was 41,000 experience. Which you will see in a later match or something like that, because I wanted to illustrate the point in it, which you guys might see. The point is that if you are inside smoke, you should point your nose or the back of your ship towards the enemies and keep going, forward and backwards, but still stay inside that smoke. That way, if torpedoes come, you won't get blindsided by them. Because it happens a lot that in ranked battles, people just get blindsided by torpedoes, one side just loses a ship, and well, that essentially decides the game. Because if you look at it, this is an incredible, this is a stalemate. We are slightly ahead by 9 points, which means that the enemies actually, if they want to contest this, they have to attack into us. And the defending side does have the advantage. But it's such a small difference in points that it might not end up doing anything. Not to mention that it's still so early that, well, it's hard to tell which side actually has the advantage. So it's just posturing and shooting each other. And at these ranks, people actually smoke their friendly battleships and cruisers a lot as well. Although it isn't as visible in this one. The main priority is to try to take out the DDs. This is a fairly balanced match, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's okay if people focus on cruisers, battleships, etc. Because there are no carries in most ranked battles. The main thing that happens is that people need to spot with their ships, and these are very good at it, because if you look at it, pretty much everyone is behind an island or inside smoke on our team. Like, look at it, the cruiser towards the south is behind an island. He gets to shoot like one DD maybe, or maybe a few more. This Miyoko right ahead of me is behind smoke and an island, although she might still get spotted by whatever, like a plane or something. Then that one DD next to me, and I am also behind an island, and the battleship is inside smoke. The other battleship is still, I don't know, soloing there somewhere. And that one DD is spotting for us. The Mutsuki. By the way, the reason why the Mutsuki is so powerful in rank, or why I say that it's better than the Hatsuhara, is because she has a bit less concealment range, which means that you can keep spotting and capping and stuff like that with less issues. Anyways, the smoke is disappearing apparently. So I am spotted, that's why I use the smoke immediately, and I start turning. And my plan is to try to cover the Colorado or the cruiser. Either or. The Colorado probably needs to move forward anyway, because we just had 3 DDs pass through this gap, so it's certain there will be torpedoes in a moment, like a lot of them. But essentially this is what ranked battles at rank 2 to 5 often look like. It's both sides, like, it's not like random battles. People actually play fairly well. Also, that Miyoko is so far away. Like, I tried a few shots, but I don't think I can kill her. Look, that smokescreen just now probably saving the Colorado, because, well, she was like at 11,000 HP. You can be rather certain that everyone's going to be shooting her if she's visible. Okay, unfortunately my torpedoes missed. By the way, another thing that happens a lot in ranked is blind torpedoes. Like, a lot of them. Even if you don't see anything, if it's a gap where enemies are likely to be, just drop torpedoes into it over and over. Like, I actually had a match today where I took a torpedo, even though I hadn't been spotted for over a minute, maybe even 2 minutes, at least. I was going towards a cap zone, there was nobody inside the cap zone, I wasn't spotted in any way, and to top all of that off, there was nobody allied, that is, around me. So those torpedoes weren't targeted on anything, they were like, okay, they are likely to go into our cap zone, and that's what the torpedoes were. And the Blyskawica is incredibly bad at dealing with this, because her stock rudder shift is 5.8 seconds, which means that, like for instance, the Miyoko with the upgrade is 5.7 seconds. Yes, you can get the 20% upgrade on the Blyskawica as well, but I find them, because the rudder shift is already so bad, I find that the acceleration and deceleration one is a bit better. But I'm not entirely certain which one is better, that's just the one I use. But yeah, essentially, I took a completely blind torpedo. Actually, it was on this very map and at near the B cap, very, very near to where I am right now, in the same ship as well. Like, it was a completely random one, but we probably would have lost the game anyway, because even if I had survived that, I would have got the cap, but we were still fairly far behind. So it's like, it's not the reason we lost. Probably. Like, there was so much else that went wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna smoke and keep going backward, because it'll cover the Nagato. Actually, it might have been good if I had kept going forward. Oh, another fire. That's very good. That Nagato might burn now. I'm gonna drop some more blind torpedoes, because blind torpedo, like, because everybody has situational awareness, essentially. I mean, I know everybody doesn't, but pretty much everybody takes it. Okay, 1000 HP Nagata. Let's try to finish her. Pretty much everybody has situational awareness, so they know that if they are spotted, they might take a torpedo somehow, or have a torpedo on their route or something like that. But if they're unspotted, they don't expect random torpedoes often. And when you have ships like the Blyskawica, it's very difficult to react in a way that saves you from that torpedo. You might not die, but it's very likely that you take one of those torpedoes and, well, that's just another bunch of HP off that you normally would have. Anyways, I know that you should really fire AP at the Colorado, but, I mean, we really want fires. Oh, Miyoko! I started reversing to try to get back into the smoke, but, I guess it doesn't really matter. If I can just go behind an island, that's good enough. Fires are very good. Like, that's how DDs do a lot of their damage to battleships. Although the AP salvos for a few thousand are good as well. When you shoot into the superstructure, the issue is that those don't add up if you have a fire that gets repaired and gets set on fire again, like one that's run away. Then the thing with battleships is that they take a ton of damage from that. And yes, they can heal it, but that makes them more likely to run away, essentially. Anyways, I start going forward because the cruiser that was low HP was going towards the B direction here. I found the Hatsuharu here, so I'm gonna take a few shots, but the main reason for going here is the cruiser that is coming near the southern area. Like, she should be visible soon. I'm not very afraid of the cruiser because I have 10 seconds cooldown on my smoke screen, so I can use it. And I mean, she's at 5000 HP. That's actually enough for me to not want to fight her directly and maybe use even smoke screen, but she fired her guns, which means that she won't disappear at 11 point something kilometers anymore, which means that I have plenty of time to fight her. The further away she is, the easier it is for me to dodge her shells. I mean, it's the same for her, but well, I'm a bit more slippery than she is. Unfortunately, I think I turned away a bit too far, but it's okay. There's a Hagura here at similar amounts of HP, so let's finish her off first then, I guess. Let's try not to bite off too much at once. So she is down to 2000 HP. We are behind in points, so it's rather important that we deal with cruisers. But notice that we have both lost 3 ships, both sides. But we are still ahead by those 9 points. Because it's rather unlikely that on a 2-cap match, or map, that people actually, invade another team's cap point. Although in New Dawn, there's actually a strategy where you can do it on the A-cap. Because of how it's situated with the island. Anyways, I'm gonna use my smoke here because she will be spotted by the ships behind me. Because, well, I thought she would be. Huh, I guess I was wrong. Never mind then. I figured that she would be because she fired her guns, so her concealment would be increased, but I guess the DD is directly behind me, so it's not the case. I do have to worry about potential torpedoes that will come. So I guess I'll just reverse out of the smoke screen and then shoot a few times and then jump back into it. Okay, there she is. She might have done torpedoes though, but it's okay. I'll get a few shots off, hopefully that will kill the Miyoko. And that should put us equal on points. By the way, something that many people often are unlikely to do in fights against DDs is, oh my god, these torpedoes. Okay, torpedo beats on. Good. Okay, excellent. Cruiser down, now we're 3 against 3, but we still have the small 9 points advantage. Our Nagata is very low HP, it's very good that she's hiding behind the island. At this point I wish the Sims was more towards my direction. Because I don't think we're gonna be killing many more ships at this point. So fire my last blind torpedo salvo. Actually firing here is a very good idea towards the Colorado, because it will tell me whether there is any DD within 11.1 kilometers. And because I fired and I found out there isn't, it means that we don't have to worry about the cap zone being taken. Like, I was spotted by planes. Now I was spotted for a moment by a ship, which means that there was a DD for a moment that was within my line of sight. So she is probably towards the A cap, but that means that she isn't close enough to take the B cap or threaten it right now. And it means that we'll probably get our 2 ticks of points and we'll win the game with it. Although it's still possible for them to enter the cap zone like right now and wait like for 10 seconds and then win the game. But fortunately they didn't do that. I do wish the Sims was more on towards the cap zone, so that if they had an invader that would have tried to sit on our cap and wait a few ticks, we would have had the opportunity to ward that off. But as you noticed, that few ticks was the advantage that gave us the victory in this match. Just the fact that we started the capping first. The ship amounts kills were equal, everything else like that was equal, but just because we got into the cap zone a tiny bit earlier with 2 ships, we managed to get the cap zone earlier and got a few more points. So the slightest advantage can decide the game. So anyways, I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon for supporting the channel. They do help. Specifically, Akatakan, Tab Extra, Seboy Mosso, Ultra Real, Martin Wolf, Jacob Klink, Daniel Paquin, Active02, War Guyen, Captain Ramius, ELR, and Icarus. Thank you very much for your continued support. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then thanks a lot.